And what you're about to see is chilling. An infant stripped from his mother's arms at the order of Child Protective Services. Families across the country have accused CPS of making up malicious lies to take children into custody. But what happens when CPS workers are busted for falsifying evidence? Gina Silva reports absolutely nothing. It's part of our Fox 11 Investigate series, Lost in the System.
Police department.
Police enter a home, guns ready. A crime in progress? No, a social worker called them in.
I'm gonna grab your baby and don't resist and don't fight me, okay?
The cops take the baby. No court order. They just hand him over to Child Protective Services, known as CPS. Parents say it's hard to believe until it happens.
I was just in shock.
It's horrible what they do to families.
It's a scary agency.
Those parents and many others we've spoken with claim Child Protective Services in Orange County is out of control. They say some social workers lie, fabricate evidence, even perjure themselves in schemes to take their children, often for trivial reasons.
If a parent does not act sufficiently deferential at the first meeting with a social worker, they stand a very, very high probability of losing their child.
Deanna Fogarty, a former Miss California, says after she argued with her social worker, Marcia Vrieken, Vrieken made up lies about her.
I said to her, if you just walked into a court of law, lied, and cost me my children.
Based on the social worker's testimony, the judge took away Fogarty's 2 daughters. Then she says Vrieken threatened her.
If I wanted to get my kids back, I needed to submit to her.
They actually told her, you will submit to me or you will never see your children again.
McMillan sued Orange County on behalf of Fogarty and won. The jury found social workers lied, falsified evidence, and did so with malice.
When you have your own country and your government turn against you in this manner, it hits you to your core.
Fogarty won a judgment of nearly $10 million, but she lost years in court, while her kids turned from children to young adults.
Ms. Vrieken?
We asked Vrieken about the lies and threats.
Did you tell her you will submit to me or I will take your child away?
Absolutely never.
Vrieken and the county fought the case all the way to the Supreme Court and lost. Still,
the judge and the jury say that you maliciously lied to take these children away.
That's not true. I didn't lie. I was truthful in every single statement I made.
An appellate court warned the county that Vrieken's misconduct was not an isolated incident, and lawsuits against other social workers are stacking up.
I was sobbing. I was hysterical.
Jill Randall says the recent video of police taking a baby brought back chilling memories. She says her social worker used Huntington Beach police to take her 4-year-old son.
I was on my knees, begging her not to take my son.
Randall had written a letter supporting her then boyfriend in a separate custody case. Her lawsuit says social workers were so angered, they schemed to intimidate her by falsely reporting that her child was in danger.
Intimidating isn't even a big enough word to describe what they put me through.
They took her son. Then she says social worker Maisha Hammond made up lies about her.
Social worker Hammond accused me of being in the Aryan Brotherhood. Apparently I'm in a male prison gang.
A family court judge immediately returned her son. Orange County admitted no wrongdoing, but settled the case out of court for $325,000.
I am so upset that a government agency that I pay tax dollars into, that I pledge allegiance to, can do this to a normal, everyday family.
We asked Michael Riley, the head of Orange County Social Services Agency, if the workers were disciplined at all.
Those are all personal matters I cannot speak to.
In case after case, Riley denied any wrongdoing by his social workers.
Absolutely not true.
And yet, the county settled for almost $250,000.
Technicality, unfortunately.
Riley said if people could hear all the facts, they'd understand. But confidentiality laws restrain him.
There's so little that we can respond to. Meanwhile, the plaintiffs can say anything that they want.
He insists social worker misconduct is not a big problem.
It's a rare event. But it does happen, and when it does happen, they're terminated.
And the appellate judge who warned the county that it does have a serious problem?
That was his opinion, but that is not the case.
Sean McMillan just shakes his head.
If management, the top management, believes their workers even though nobody else does, how can we ever get change? Ever.
Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.